a middle school history teacher at Liberty Classical Academy, and I have my summer wide open. And so I thought to myself, how am I going to use my summer wisely? And so I decided to go to Theodore Roosevelt National Park to work as a history tour guide in the Von Hoffman House. And in the evenings, I'll be selling tickets to the Medora musical, and working with a ministry I worked with in 2019 called a Christian Ministry in the National Parks. And so what we do is we're going to be leading church services in the national parks that people coming through will be invited to through flyers and walking around the campgrounds and be like, come to our service. And then also inviting our co-workers to do that. And so our goal is to create like activities in the community, fun things like hiking or camping or eating food or whatever, and having these services and inviting people to come so that the gospel would go out in the national parks, because that's really important. And so you can support me by praying for me and my team that the permit for the national park for us to have our services would go through easily, that even with COVID, the services would be able to be held and people could attend easily, and that the gospel would go out and people would be receptive to it. And if you're in any national park in the summer, make sure to check and see if there's Christian ministry services there, because there probably is, and they'd love to have you.
Hi, my name is Lauren Ellis. I'm a special ed paraprofessional for District 917 in Farmington, and I also lead a kids club in South Minneapolis for the Marie Sandvik Center. So this summer, I'm not working at this school, but I wanted to spend some time improving my Spanish and also working on community development. When I was in college, I was able to study abroad with an organization called Students International in Costa Rica, and they focus a lot on empowering the residents of the community that they work in to meet their own needs with their own resources. So I learned a lot about community development when I was with them, so I wanted to go back to Costa Rica and be with them this summer. Basically, what I'm going to be doing as a summer staff member is I'm going to be helping the volunteer groups that come usually from the States that are coming to help the permanent staff members. So those are North American staff members and Costa Rican or Tico staff members. Just so that the permanent staff members don't have to do the organization and the orientation while they're also running their programs. I'll be in a ministry site, a new one for me, the Casa Verde, also called the Boys and Girls Club, and that ministry site offers things like English classes and tutoring for children and also exercise classes. So I'll just be helping the volunteers do all of that, and I'll be there from June 5th until August 11th. So that will be really good. Some ways that you can support me, the first one for sure is prayer, because it's a trip that combines like professional development with traditional ministry, and so I don't want it to become something that seems really normal and everyday-ish, because it's going to be like a learning experience for me. And so just that every day I'm actually focusing on what I'm learning and what I'm able to give to help the staff members that are there with me, and also to encourage the volunteers. And then also, just as I like order things like for the kids club that I work at here in Minneapolis to keep going without me while I'm gone. That's a really big prayer request. But I want to take those skills and transfer them back into Minneapolis so that I can hopefully, God willing, do community development when I come back to the States also. So also, there's also financial support if that's something you want to take advantage of. And if that's something you're interested in, you can just come and talk to me after church someday, and I'll let you know some details.